Hello and welcome to the Cloudsoft Visual Composer Getting Started Guide video. Literally takes a few minutes to take you through the whole process from left to right of accessing the software, logging on, creating your very first blueprint and exporting some CloudFormation for AWS. First of all, the website. We've got everything you need here. There's a product page that explains what it is that we do. There's a link to go and get the software. This is the guide that we're actually going to step through today. We're always adding to our frequently asked questions, and we'd love to hear from you. Maybe you can add your own questions that we can help other users with, and we're always here to help you with any kind of support should you have any issues. So to get started, let's click on the Getting Started guide. There are 5 steps. First of all, we're just going to check if our Amazon environment's okay. Then we're going to get the software in step 2. Step 3, we're just going to log on, very quick. Step 4, we're just going to compose a very simple blueprint just to show how it works. And then we're going to export some CloudFormation, which you can then use with the service catalog or in the Amazon console. First of all, let's check our Amazon environment. Now I know I can log on to the Amazon console. I'm logged on, I can see EC2, everything looks good. I also know that I can log onto the marketplace with the same user ID. So anything I deploy in the marketplace goes into my Amazon account. You need to get those things squared away before we start. If you've got those things, we can go straight to getting the software. So back on the website, quickest way is use this link. And in the marketplace, we're going to take all the defaults. We're going to subscribe to the software. We'll check the license. We're going to then go and configure. We're going to take the defaults. We're going to go to launch. A couple of things to note here. First of all, T3 mediums are not available in every AZ. I just know from experience, trust me. So I know that they are in this subnet, which is in an AZ that does have those. Make sure you have an EC2 key pair. We're not going to need it as part of this demo, but you do need it to launch the software. So if you don't have that, make sure you've done that in the EC2 Amazon console. Everything cool, we're going to click the launch button. Now once you click the launch button, we'll get a congratulations note. It does take a few minutes for the application to start, so do be patient. But once the application has started, what we're going to do is we're going to look in the Amazon console, and there are 2 important things that we need to note here. First of all is the instance that you've launched from the console, you're going to need to know its address. You're going to need to take a copy of that because that's the address you're going to browse to access the software. So take a copy of that. And then once we browse to this address, it's going to pop up and ask us to log on. The username is going to be admin, and the password for your instance is going to be your unique instance ID. So take a copy of that as well. So once the instance has started, you browse to the address, you log on with admin. It's the instance ID as the password. We're just going to play with this tile today. So go into the composer. Now we're into creating our blueprint. On the right hand side, we have what we call a canvas, which is where you create your blueprint or an application stack. And on the left, we have the palette, which is all the resources we want to add into our blueprint and how we configure them. Nice and easy. First thing I'm going to do is name my blueprint first composition. And then I'm going to hover back on the canvas, see the interactive green tick. I want to add an object to it. 13 pages of objects and resources, lots in here. We're just, for this example, just going to pick on EC2. I want an EC2 instance, tells you something about it. I don't need to know it for this, just click on it, automatically adds it to the blueprint. Now the palette is telling me there are 2 things I have to input in here. The other things are taken as defaults. So image ID, instance type. Now for this demo, I'm just going to pick, as I go through this guide, down to compose, I'm going to pick this AMI. Now you could pick any of your own AMIs. That's what I'm going to pick. I'm just going to pick an instance like a micro, happy days, all good. And that's my blueprint composed. Now I could go and add more and more things to it, but what I want to show you is this is the graphical designer we're looking at. If I click this toggle button here, you can see the underlying blueprint language from Cloudsoft. So I'm just going to click again. Now that's not CloudFormation. That's our blueprint, our platform cloud independent language. When I go back to the blueprint, the option we're now going to pick on step 5 is to export the Amazon specific CloudFormation. And there you can see This we can now import into Amazon CloudFormation, or we can create service catalog items. But that's the end of the demo for now. Thank you for watching.